This camouflage provides them with a strategic advantage in hunting, allowing them to move stealthily and remain largely undetected by both prey and predators. Despite their striking appearance and the advantage it offers, black jaguars are rare, comprising less than 6% of the jaguar population. Their rarity and the mystical aura surrounding them have made melanistic jaguars a symbol of beauty and resilience in the fight for conservation, especially in regions like the Amazon and Central America, where their habitats are increasingly threatened by deforestation and human activities. Before we move on, here's today's subscriber's pick. Meet Dolores, the hairless bear. Dolores was a spectacle bear at the Leipzig Zoo in Germany, who gained international fame due to a mysterious condition that caused her to lose all her fur. This hair loss left her looking unlike any other bear, with her bare skin exposed, giving her an unusual and almost surreal appearance. The cause of Dolores's hair loss remains uncertain. Some experts speculated it could be due to a genetic defect, malnutrition, or even the stress of captivity. Despite her lack of fur, Dolores's health was otherwise unaffected, though she did experience some itching, which zookeepers managed with special ointments. Her unique condition turned her into a bit of a celebrity at the zoo, drawing curious visitors from around the world. Sadly, Dolores passed away in 2011, leaving behind a legacy of fascination and curiosity. What do you think caused the hair loss of Dolores? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 5. Vaquita. Known as the smiley panda of the sea due to its distinctive facial markings, the vaquita is the world's smallest and most endangered marine mammal. Found exclusively in the northern Gulf of California, these elusive porpoises measure up to 5 feet long and weigh around 120 pounds. They have a dark gray dorsal surface, pale gray sides, and a white underside, making them quite unique in appearance. Despite their charming looks, vaquitas face a grim reality. Their population has plummeted to between 6 and 8 individuals as of the latest 2024 survey, conducted by the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society in partnership with the Mexican government. This number marks a decline from the 8 to 13 individuals spotted in 2023. The primary threat to their survival is illegal gillnet fishing for totoaba, a fish whose swim bladders are highly valued in traditional Chinese medicine. Efforts to save the vaquita include the establishment of the Zero Tolerance Area, ZTA, a designated no-fishing zone. However, enforcement is challenging and illegal fishing persists. To combat this, the Mexican Navy has deployed concrete blocks with hooks to entangle illegal gillnets. Recent acoustic surveys aim to extend monitoring beyond the ZTA, hoping to locate any vaquitas that may have moved outside their core habitat. Despite these efforts, the vaquita situation remains dire. Number 4. Greater bamboo lemur. Nestled off the eastern coast of Africa, the island of Madagascar is a sanctuary for the world's most unique wildlife, with 85% of its animal species exclusive to the island. Among its treasured inhabitants are the lemurs, with over 100 species documented and new discoveries continually enriching our understanding. A notable member of this diverse family is the greater bamboo lemur, characterized by its brown-gray fur, chestnut-colored eyes, and lengthy tail. Historically widespread across Madagascar's eastern forests, the greater bamboo lemur was believed to be extinct after its habitat was largely destroyed. However, in 1986, conservationists were elated to rediscover a small group of these lemurs, and since then, several more groups have been found, although they are confined to tiny forest patches within national parks. This species has a unique diet, primarily consuming a specific type of bamboo, including the shoots, which interestingly contain high levels of cyanide, levels that would be lethal to humans. The mechanism by which these lemurs detoxify the cyanide remains a mystery. Today, the greater bamboo lemur is critically endangered, with an estimated 500 individuals dispersed across 11 fragmented subpopulations. Number 3, Sayola. The Sayola, often referred to as the Asian unicorn, is one of the most elusive and fascinating creatures on our planet. Native to the Annamite Mountains of Vietnam and Laos, this critically endangered mammal was first discovered by science in 1992. Despite its striking appearance, with long, straight horns and white facial markings, The Syola remains one of the least known large mammals, standing about 33 inches at the shoulder and weighing between 176 to 220 pounds. Syolas are herbivores that thrive in dense evergreen forests. These forests, unfortunately, are rapidly disappearing due to human activities like logging, agriculture, and infrastructure development. This habitat loss, combined with extensive hunting using indiscriminate snares, poses significant threats to their survival. The Syola's plight is compounded by the fact that none are held in captivity. All attempts to do so have resulted in the animals' deaths. Conservation efforts are now focused on locating these rare animals in the wild, with an estimated fewer than 100 individuals remaining. Innovative methods, including the use of DNA field testers and tracking dogs, are being employed to find and protect these rare creatures. The urgency to save the Syola has led to the establishment of protected areas like the Hue and Kwangnam Syola nature reserves. Number 2, Hainan gibbon. Perched in the dense, lush rainforests of Hainan Island, China, the Hainan gibbon leads a life of seclusion and rarity. With 42 individuals recorded in 2024, these gibbons represent a poignant chapter in the tale of conservation. Once found across much of Hainan, rampant deforestation and poaching reduced their numbers from over 2,000 in the 1950s to a mere handful by the 1970s. These enigmatic creatures are not just rare, they are survivors on the brink. The Hainan gibbon, or Nomascus hainanus, is distinguished by striking sexual dimorphism. Males boast a jet black coat with a distinguished crest, while females dazzle in golden yellow with a black crown. Their life high up in the treetops at elevations ranging from 650 to 1,200 meters shields them somewhat from human encroachment. They feed on a variety of fruits, leaves, and occasionally insects, which they forage from the canopies. Socially, Hainan gibbons are fascinating. They live in small family groups, typically one male with multiple females and their young, singing complex duets at dawn that resonate through the forest. These songs are not just beautiful, they're crucial for maintaining social bonds and territorial claims. Conservation efforts have been pivotal in stabilizing their numbers. Initiatives by organizations like the Kadoorie Farm and Botanic Garden and the Zoological Society of London focus on habitat restoration, anti-poaching measures, and community engagement to ensure these gibbons have a fighting chance. Number 1, Madagascar pochard. Over the last century, Madagascar's natural expanses have significantly diminished due to human activities, severely impacting all its native species. Among those hardest hit is the Madagascar pochard, possibly the world's most endangered waterfowl. This diving duck, distinguished by its chestnut-brown plumage with white accents on its wings, belly, and tail, originally thrived in the shallow, plant-rich waters of Lake Alautra in northeastern Madagascar. Historically prevalent in this region, the Madagascar pochard's numbers began to plummet in the early 1950s, primarily due to habitat modification for rice cultivation. The introduction of predatory fish during this period exacerbated their decline, preying on the ducklings and even adults, leading to a steep population decline. By the early 1960s, sightings ceased and the species was presumed extinct. However, in a twist of fate, a lone male was discovered in 1991 at Lake Alautra and relocated to Anananaro Botanical Gardens for preservation. Despite this individual's death a year later, the sighting rekindled efforts to locate more of these elusive birds. These efforts culminated in 2006 with the remarkable discovery of a small surviving group in a remote mountain crater lake. Unfortunately, this environment proved less than ideal due to its chilly climate and the lake's depth, conditions that stunted the pochard's recovery. In an ambitious move in 2009, conservationists began collecting eggs to raise in a controlled environment. And by 2017, the captive population of Madagascar pochards had grown to 90 individuals. Identifying new suitable habitats led conservationists to Lake Sofia, where community involvement played a pivotal role in preparing the site for the pochard's reintroduction. In 2018, 21 birds were released into adapted salmon farming cages, repurposed from Scotland to provide food and shelter. a technique aimed to ease their transition back into the wild. The initial success was promising, with 12 ducklings hatching the following year. However, sustaining this success has proved challenging. As of the latest reports, the wild population at Lake Sofia has dwindled to fewer than 10, with most remaining unaccounted for. Elsewhere, around 50 reside at Bemenavica, and 94 continue to thrive in breeding programs, totaling a global population of approximately 150 Madagascar pochards. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.